സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. മറ്റു ജില്ലകളിൽ എന്ന പോലെ തന്നെ ഇവിടെയും ആളുകളുടെ വിപുലമായ ഒരു സാന്നിധ്യമുണ്ട്. നേരത്തെ
വിശിഷ്ട വ്യക്തികളെ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, ലോകമെമ്പാടും ഉള്ള കേരളീയർക്ക് എന്റെ ഹാർദമായ റിപ്പബ്ലിക് ദിന ആശംസകൾ. Let me convey my heartiest Republic Day greetings to everyone present here and Keralites all over the world. A pageantry of glorious accomplishments strides through our minds as our beloved nation celebrates its 74th Republic Day, savoring its pride of place as the largest and most vibrant democracy in the world. Today we proudly commemorate that golden moment on the 26th January of 1950, when independent India embraced a constitution that firmly upheld the right of universal adult suffrage and encapsulated the political, social and economic rights of the people. Our constitution bestowed on us the Jangan of India, the sovereign authority to govern our nation, emphasizing the supremacy of the citizen in a democracy. The Republic Day is an occasion to gratefully extol the collective wisdom that shaped the spirit and content of our Constitution. Our political democracy has accrued indomitable strength during the last over 7 decades as it derived energy and strength from the millennia old spiritual and cultural democracy that we have inherited from ancient India. Through a befitting celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, marking 75 years of our independence, we are now into Amrit Kal, which is our developmental pathway towards the Viksit Bharat of the year 2047, the eagerly awaited centenary of our independence. In this moment of pride, our heads bow in reverence to the memory of thousands of known and unknown patriots whose tireless struggles, hard work and selfless sacrifices resulted in the freedom and dignity that we enjoy today. Our unwavering resolve to preserve our freedom and our progress towards prosperity would be the best expression of our respect to those patriots. Our motherland, which is home to almost 1/6 of humanity, stand tall as a microcosm of the world, embellished by its immense diversity and at the same time firmly united by a sense of Indianness that permeates every mind and moment of life. It is this perennial and ever-renewing sense of oneness that reflects in the message of one earth, one family, one future that our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has proclaimed on assuming the chairmanship of G20. Instead of fight for survival, India now guides the world with the mantra of act in unison in tackling global issues like climate change, terrorism and pandemics. As a nation, our diligence and tenacity have paid rich dividends, which are visible through a plethora of accomplishments proclaiming our robustness and philosophy of life and enhancing our prestige in the Committee of Nations. Our odyssey since independence has been guided by modern ideas of governance and unrelenting urge to ensure justice, equality and dignity to all, and the firm resolve to defend our national unity and territorial integrity. It was this equity and the spirit of Atmanirbharta, that is self-reliance, that enabled India to confidently tide over the COVID-19 pandemic by ramping up health infrastructure, producing medicines and vaccines and making them accessible and available to 220 crore people. The economic reforms of the Union government led by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and guided by the spirit of Atmanirbharta helped India emerge as the world's fifth largest economy last year. Today, 40% of the world's UPI transactions are happening in India alone. Our pride in having one of the largest and best armed forces in the world has been invigorated by our success in the indigenous building and induction of the aircraft carrier INS Vikrant, the Pirchand light combat helicopter for the Air Force, and modern armaments and arsenal for the Army, while boosting our defense capabilities and surging as one of the top 25 exporters of defense equipment. India stands firmly against global terrorism by declaring no money for terror. Opening up of the space sector to the private sphere had encouraging results, as Vikram S, the sounding rocket developed by Indian startup Skyroot Aerospace took off. We saw our youth proclaiming that sky was no longer the limit. Indian Space Research Organization, which provided this encouragement, had also carried out many missions including PSLV C-54, GS-8024 and GSLV Mk3 OneWeb. All our endeavors towards building a new India draw momentum from the pace of progress and development in our states and union territories. In Kerala, our state government led by Chief Minister Honorable Shri Pinarayi Vijayan has been working on the vision of a Nav Keralam by addressing key areas like agriculture, environment, housing, healthcare, and education. The completion of over 3.2 lakh houses under the Livelihood Inclusion and Financial Empowerment Scheme has added strength to India's dream of providing houses to over 1 crore beneficiaries through the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and other related schemes. Kerala has drawn inspiration from India's rise as the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, and the Kerala Startup Mission has been recognized in the Global Startup Ecosystem Report 2022 as Asia's leading performer. The Niti Aayog baseline report about Kerala recording the lowest multi-dimensional poverty in the country, the third position in terms of employability of the youth as per India Skills Report 2022, and the appreciation received for Innovation Index and social security measures acknowledge the good performance of the state under Shri Pinarayi Vijayan. Well in tune with national goals on health, Kerala's Ardharam mission has been re-engineering healthcare facilities from sub-centers to medical colleges and ensuring patient access to quality healthcare services. More hospitals securing the National Quality Assurance Standard certificates bears testimony to our efforts. Kerala's Year of Enterprises scheme resulting in the establishment of 1.23 lakh micro, small and medium enterprises, an investment of 7,517 crore rupees and an employment generation of 2.67 lakh have supplemented our national endeavors to promote the manufacturing sector. Kerala's top position in the latest performance grading index of the Union Ministry of Education, the progress in the attainment of sustainable development goals and effective management of decentralized planning have been widely appreciated. This decade of India's projected demographic dividend calls for progressive qualitative transformation in higher education so as to limit the flow of our students to other states and countries. Given Kerala's high intellectual and technological potential, it is achievable through dedicated, focused efforts. The completion of 100% seeding of Aadhaar cards, training for the youth of scheduled caste and tribes, the provision of over 15 lakh rural household tap connections under Jal Jeevan Mission, and promotion of responsible tourism to facilitate local economic development are some of our notable strides towards progress. The recently announced National Green Hydrogen Mission and India's rise as the third largest producer of renewable energy have boosted Kerala's hopes about a boom in e-mobility in the coming years. We also hope to benefit from the improvements in road infrastructure and rail projects like Swadeshi Vande Bharat trains. Coming to agriculture, what emerges from our wheat fields is the scent of self-reliance. As India becomes the second largest producer of wheat and the world's food basket, with a 42% increase in the export of processed fruits and vegetables. In the context of agricultural reforms, Kerala's Krishi Darshan, Millet Village and other steps to ensure food security, higher income for farmers and more jobs in the farm sector attain greater relevance.